Time is a gift from God, and that time must be used wisely. The reason why time is such a gift is because today is not promised, tomorrow is not promised. Yesterday is fully in the past. 10 seconds ago is in the past. It's time to move forward, and you have to use your time wisely. You cannot dwell on the past. The more you dwell on the past, the harder it is to move forward, the harder it is to live in the moment. You're thinking about things that happened to you. Okay, you use that to fuel you to move forward and pour into yourself, pour into business, pour into God, pour into others, inspire others. You got to make it less about you and your emotions. Your emotions will fuel you to do right or wrong, good or bad. And you have to put your emotions in the right place. You have to align your emotions with your thoughts, your positive thoughts. It'll cleanse your spirit. And I know this because it's been a long journey for me. I've been able to transform myself into someone who's truly wise and understands what it is when it comes to using your time wisely. I use my time as I'm very peculiar with the type of places I go, the people I hang out with, and the energy that I exert because I understand that if I use my energy wisely, it's just a matter of time until my time is respected and I actually use that time wisely. I put more time into what's important and less time into what's not important, what doesn't matter, what is not beneficial to me. Why is that? Because, like I mentioned, today is not promised, tomorrow is not promised. Yesterday is in the past. So the time that I have today, I have to dedicate that time to productivity. I have to dedicate that time to God. I have to dedicate that time to being productive as possible, as productive as possible. Why is that? Why do I want to be as productive as possible? Well, if I'm an entrepreneur, there's competition. No matter what it is, there's competition. There is no field where I'm the only competitor. I'm my only competitor. I'm competing against the entire world. I'm not just competing against the people in my town, my state, people within my age range. It's a combination of everything and everybody. So of course I have to use my time wisely in order to gain a competitive edge amongst everyone else. Now, time is a gift from God. God brought me me on this earth. He brought you on this earth. You've been created. You have skills, you have advantages. There are some things where you have your weaknesses, your disadvantages. Odds are stacked against you. You may not have been dealt a deck of cards that is the best deck of cards that will allow you to win the game of life. Life is a game. What can you do with what you have? Like I'm saying, you cannot dwell too much on the past because you don't have X, Y, and Z. How are you going to get there? Use what you have to get you somewhat closer to get you there. Because the more you think about what you don't have, you're not appreciative of what God has given you. And that's time. Time is valuable. Continue to work towards being the best version of yourself with the time God has blessed you with. Because time is precious. And for me, the journey has been unimaginable, to be honest with you. And it doesn't take much time, honestly. Like I'm saying, like, the more time you put in today, you realize if you just go all in, like literally, you go all in for 3 days straight, you become an entirely different human being on a different level. I'm not even joking. When it comes to appreciating God, like we do it, we say it, we feel it, but until you understand how precious the time is that you've been granted, then it's not going to speak to you spiritually. It's not going to kick you in the face as soon as you wake up. When you go to sleep, you're just thinking so much about I'm thinking so much about how I got this to this point. Like the point of where everything I do is centered around God. And I'm not a Christian, I'm Catholic. I'm not the most like I don't know my Bible to be honest, bro. I really don't know. I really don't even read the Bible. I don't know verses. I don't go to church. I'm not in religious circles. But I came to the point where I understand being an entrepreneur, getting into sales, people who are successful, whatever you deem as success, people who are in places that you want to be, that I want to be, people who have certain things going for them, their actions are in line with their thoughts. And that's because they understand what God has blessed them with. They don't take that for granted. And time is a gift from God. It's really a gift. What do people who are incarcerated, people who are in jail, behind bars in prison, they wish they had the opportunity to go back in time and do things differently. Time is a gift. Now they're given time to reflect. They're given time to stay. They're stepping out of society. They are boxed in. And what do they do with that time? There's people who I know who are in prison, who have been to prison and done time in jail. And with the time that they've been in there, they can either rewire their brain, reprogram their brain, refresh their soul, and choose God, become closer to God. They can detach from the person that they've been. They can break societal norms. They can beat the statistic. And that can only be done by making the most out of the time they are locked up. Whether that be a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. They have to make the most of that time. There's no escaping it. And there's people who, they don't really understand that. They don't appreciate the time that God has given them. So when they get out, back on the same BS. And that's what it is. You have to understand that time is a gift from God. And how to use it wisely is by living in the moment, living in the now, understanding what's at risk. What's at risk for someone who's an entrepreneur is losing a competitive edge. Your competitors, they're not taking days off. They're not taking vacations. They're not posting selfies on Instagram all day. And if they are, what do you think they're doing? They're losing a competitive edge, just like you. If you're not taking your craft seriously, you have talent, but if talent doesn't work hard, hard work beats talent. And I know this. I know this wholeheartedly because I can think of a time when I was in high school and I tried out for an AAU team. Right prior to trying out for the AAU team, I didn't play basketball. I didn't pick up a ball for a year. And the day before that, I decided to smoke. And I was not a smoker at that time. I just randomly just did it. And I was gassed the next day when I had to do suicide runs. Like, bro, I was gassed. I don't know if I should say that, the word. But yeah, I had to do runs like back and forth, back and forth. So I was gassed, bro. Um, like from free throw line, baseline, 3 point line, baseline, half court baseline, opposite free throw line or 3 point line, opposite baseline. Like, bro, I was thinking about if they make me do this again, I'm quitting. Long story short, I made the team, and I was feeling myself. I'm thinking like, bro, I'm tough. I'm like that. Okay, cool. Now, when the season starts to kick off, I have a part-time job and I'm playing basketball. One day I'm working, next day I'm hooping. Work, hoop, hoop, tournament. And I can't even go to work. I have to call out of work. I'm missing money. It's like, okay, there's a little amount of time that I have throughout the week to actually get better. And I was never getting better. I would just show up to practice expecting to get better and earn more minutes, earn more playing time. Like, bruh, it's not gonna work like that. So the fact that I didn't use my time wisely, I suffered. I didn't take the time to speak with a manager at work. I just expected somebody to pick up my shifts. And sometimes it worked. Sometimes I had to like call out, and it just wasn't. It wasn't good. I was gonna lose my job, and I was going to. I didn't even have the money to play AAU at the rate that I was playing because I'm missing out on work and I'm not even getting better. It would have been worth it had I been getting better because I was never practicing. I was never getting better outside of practice. I was never getting better outside of practice. And I made the excuse. When you're making excuses, you're not. appreciating the opportunity that you have. You don't realize what's at stake. So you have to really utilize the time that you have. You have to use your time wisely. Using my time wisely has helped me get to the point where I have a clear vision of what it is that I want to do and what it is that I need to do and how the structure of doing what it is that I need to do will get me where I want to go. Everything has to be aligned with my thoughts. I can't just wing it. I can't just wing it, bro. I can't just show up and then expect for things to just be better. It's one thing to show up, it's another thing to actually work on myself and pinpoint, okay, I have a little bit of time here. What can I do? Okay, this is going to take me a lot of time. What factors are going to be into play when I fully submerge into this? Like, what do I have to do with my phone? Do I have to turn my phone off? Do I have to keep my phone on silent? Do I have to close my door, keep it shut? Do I have to ignore my friends? What is it that I have to do? How do I fully focus on the task at hand? You have to use your time wisely as much as possible, as often as possible. And once you begin to do that, you'll realize how much God has blessed you with. You form a relationship with God that can't be fabricated. And that's the best part. You find out, like, hey, I really am given this time to make a difference in this world. And people need that. People need whatever product, service that I provide in order to live, in order to eat, in order to grow, in order to connect with God. So my time is valuable, it's precious. I have to use it as wisely as possible. I cannot lounge around and be lazy and lack. I can't do it, bro. It's not beneficial to anyone. It's not beneficial to me, the Lord, or my customers. So I gotta get close to God. I don't got a choice. Come on now. Time is a gift from God. It's that simple. And it has to be used wisely. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Accept that. Accept that and move forward. Get out of the past. Stop thinking so much about the future. Think about now. Live in the moment now because even today's not promised, let alone tomorrow. The sooner you realize that, the quicker you move. You move with precision because you understand how to use your time wisely. Move with precision. Live in the moment. Think about what's at stake. What are you risking? You're losing the competitive edge. You're declining a relationship with God. It's not what you want to do in business. It's not how you get to where you want to go. That's not how you reach a group of people, an audience, customers. You have to be authentic. You have to really form a relationship. And everything will fall into place. It's that simple.